Hey, what is up YouTube? Dark Raider here, bringing you an X and Y Wi-Fi battle for my first upload. Now today, this is going to be some VGC, and this is going to be a best of 3, so this could potentially be the first of 2 or 3 uploads. I'm not going to say yet. But yeah, looking at the teams, I'm bringing the Threat, the Mega Lucario, the Nuke, that is the bomb in the VGC metagame, along with the Amoongus, making it even more threatening with that Rage Powder close combat combo, which is just... ooh, it's just so good. And I'm also bringing the Rotom Heat and the Garchomp. Now on his team, he does have the Talonflame. The main reason why I did bring my Rotom Heat, because this thing is a threat to my team. If you look, the thing Oko's like, I want to say the half of my team and does damage to the other. So I definitely needed to bring this thing. He's also bringing the Marwell, the Rotom, and the Amoongus. That's not a Rotom, and the Aegislash. Now here I was expecting his Talonflame to be the Tailwind set, since looking at his team it is extremely slow, and basically a Tailwind would make this an extremely threatening 4. And basically this is what I was assuming from the basically like the matchup where you choose your 4, seeing his 6, or whatever. I'll stop rambling. His Amoongus, obviously Rage Powder, protects, standard, annoying shit. His Marwell I was expecting to either be sub variant or just a standard play rough, Iron Head, Sucker Punch, all that jazz with the protect, and the Aegislash was definitely sub. I was like sure of this first away, or right away, as I should say. But without any further ado, let's get into this and let's watch this battle. So here, like I said, I'm going to be leading with my Lucario and Amoongus because this combination is amazing and it can punch holes in team very early on. But unfortunately for me, I'm going to get a bad matchup here, since he does lead with his own Amoongus and his Aegislash. My 2 cannot do anything to his 2, so he is pretty much free to set up a sub with his Aegislash, and I cannot do anything about it. So here, I'm going to switch out my Amoongus into my Garchomp, since this Aegislash is going to be a giant threat, and I need to deal with it right now. And he's going to go for the Rage Powder just to ensure that he does get a sub off, as I am going to Mega Evolve with my Lucario. Bit ahead of myself here, but anyway. So he is going to go for that Rage Powder. And here, I just felt my best play was going for Rock Slide, since I do get damage off on both his folks. I break his Aegislash's balloon, and I do get the 30% chance to flinch, which could happen, and stop him from sending up his sub, which would be great for me, but unfortunately that does not happen. He is able to get up his sub, and this thing is now a giant threat. So this turn, the play that I make is basically going to allow me to have nothing on my team get scored. I knew that he'd most likely spawn my Garchomp, since it's a threat to his Aegislash, and go for King Shield, since it would be able to neutralise the only threat to his Aegislash. So I'm going to switch out to my Rotom. The reason I've done this was because next turn I could use the combo of Overheat plus Earthquake to knock out his Amoongus, and that basically allows nothing on my team to get scored, which is really good for me, since this is not a Lumberry Garchomp, this is a Focus Sash Garchomp. And this Earthquake will also be able to break this Aegislash's substitute, that's the one. So I did feel that this was a very good turn for me. Everything did go as I expected it to go, as that Earthquake is going to go off, deal enough damage to the Amoongus to the point where an Overheat will destroy it. If I hit it, that is. So yeah, I do hit the Overheat luckily, and 90% accuracy is always shaky. And he is going to go for the Shadow Ball on my Rotom. And yeah, Shadow Ball on my Rotom, come on. Stance change, there it is. It's going to do just enough, so it's like just over half. It's going to proc my Citrus Berry, and I'm going to get some nice HP back. So that was a really good turn for me, I felt. I'm going to get it back up to around 75%, as he is going to go into his Marwell here. He's going to intimidate my Garchomp. I don't want that in my life. My Garchomp is now scared. I'm scared, my Garchomp is scared. These are threats in front of me right now. But here he's going to switch out his Aegislash into his Talonflame, expecting the Earthquake, which is a very good play by him, since obviously I didn't know that he brought the Talonflame, so I didn't have no reason to predict this. So he was pretty safe to go into it. And he's also going to protect with his Marwell. And I did double attack the Marwell, since it was a big threat to my Garchomp, going for both the combination of Earthquake and Will-O-Wisp. So he did make a good play in protecting with his Marwell here, predicting that, as he is going to be able to get his Talonflame in for free. And this turn he is going to go for, well, he is going to switch out his Marwell into his Aegislash, predicting obviously Rock Slide. He could have stayed in for it, but Aegislash threatens my team more than the Marwell does, I feel. And it also stops his Marwell from getting Will-O-Wisp, as his Aegislash is special and it doesn't really mind the Will-O-Wisp. he is going to go for the tailwind here, and I'm now scared. There's threats in front of me, and they're fast. But the rock slide isn't going to be able to be enough to take out the Talonflame, because I am at -1, kind of sucks. But I am going to get off the Willows on the Aegis Slash, which is good for me, since he can't just substitute now, because he will pretty much die behind his sub before he can do any real damage. Now here I'm going to protect with my Garchomp. I was expecting the Brave Bird from the Talonflame. I know he would have been expecting the Earthquake, which is why I did protect. And that's the reason why I did protect with my Garchomp, since I thought he'd want to try and take up my Garchomp so it couldn't Earthquake any of his team. But he actually Brave Bird to my Rotom, which I found was kind of strange, since he wouldn't be able to do any real damage to it. But I am going to be able to Thunderbolt the Talonflame. It's going to be able to take it out. But I guess Brave Bird on the Rotom was also a good play, since it does put it in range of this Aegis Slash's Shadow Ball, which he can go for next turn. And it stops my Rotom being a threat to his Marwar, so it was, again, a good play. Here I am going to switch up my Garchomp into my Moongus, expecting the Play Rough from the Marwar. I did not want to take that, as he does go for that Play Rough. Moongus is not really going to... oh, that does way too much. Is that supposed to be resisted? Like, hello? And he is going to go for the Shadow Ball, like I said, on the Rotom, and that's going to be able to take me out. Unfortunately, so my Rotom isn't going to be able to do anything else this battle. But it already put in work. He did well. I'm going to take a rest. So here I am going to send out my Lucario, since it does threaten his Marwar. He can't really do too much to it, barring the fact that Tailwind is up. And because Tailwind is up, and it has one turn left, I'm actually going to be that guy, and I'm going to double protect this turn to stall out his Tailwind, or his last turn of Tailwind. So it's actually good for me, because the last two that he have left are extremely slow, and his Aegis Slash is also going to die from the burn next turn, as he does go for the Fire Fang on my Lucario and the Shadow Ball on my Moongus. Yeah, so his Aegis Slash is at the point where 2 more burn damages will basically be able to take it out, so I don't really need to focus too much on it. And what I can do now is basically Rage Powder with my Moongus, and that basically ensures his Marwar does not do absolutely no damage to my Lucario, as he can't Sucker Punch it, since it would fail. And I'm not really sure if Close Combat is a guaranteed KO on that, but it does take it right out, which really surprised me. I wasn't expecting it to do that much, but the Shadow Ball is going to go off onto my Moongus, since I did go for the Rage Powder, and he is going to die from burn this turn. And that is going to be the game. So that was a very, very, very good match. Lots of predictions and all that jazz. But yeah, good game, Rav, and this is going to be the first match of a possible 2 or 3, depending on if I do win the next one. But that's for you to find out. So if you did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like. It is very much appreciated, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.